Imagine a city built on water, with boats instead of cars. This is Venice. It's a special place with beautiful old buildings and canals. You can take a boat ride and see the city from the water. It's a magical place that will make you feel like you're in a dream. Venice, a city built on a lagoon in northern Italy, is a unique and enchanting destination. Its canals, gondolas, and historic architecture make it a popular tourist spot. As you wander through the narrow streets, you'll be captivated by the intricate details of the buildings and the vibrant atmosphere. Venice is a city in northeastern Italy and very tiny island called as Floating City. One of the most iconic landmarks in Venice is St. Mark's Square, a large public square surrounded by beautiful buildings, including St. Mark's Basilica. You can also enjoy a romantic gondola ride through the canals, taking in the stunning views of the city. Whether you're a history buff, an art lover, or simply seeking a unique and unforgettable experience, Venice has something to offer everyone. With its rich history, stunning architecture, and charming atmosphere, it's no wonder that Venice is considered one of the most beautiful cities in the world. This is our second day here in Venice, and we're starting our day to explore most famous bridge in Venice. Top, one of the cruise boats that pass through the Grand Canal. As we get down from boats, we turned a corner, and there it was, stretching across the Grand Canal, a majestic archway, the Rialto Bridge. It's a famous bridge in Venice, Italy, and it's really old. It's been there for hundreds of years. On the bridge itself, and under the footbridges, there are several gift stores aimed at those tourists who come to this famous bridge to get a view of the Grand Canal waterway, full of gondolas, and take back something for souvenirs. As we got closer, we could see how beautiful it is. The stonework is very detailed, and there are lots of people walking across it. The bridge is more than just a way to get from one side of the canal to the other. It's a symbol of Venice's history and culture. We walked across the bridge and looked at the amazing views. On one side, we saw the Grand Canal with its beautiful buildings. On the other side, we saw the Rialto Market, a big market with lots of shops selling food, clothes, and other things. We decided to explore the market and see what they had to offer. The Rialto Bridge is an elegant arched stone bridge made up of 3 sets of stairs, divided by arcades. The central stairs are lined with stores and vendors to the point that it is easy to overlook the fact that you are crossing the Grand Canal. These stores pay a lot to be in that area, so buying a souvenir on the Rialto Bridge itself can be expensive. The other 2 staircases on the north and south sides of the bridge offer iconic views of the Grand Canal, with gondolas, vaporettos, cruise ships and commercial boats passing by day and night. While it is true that these stairs are always quite crowded, it is still worth a stop and take some pictures of this unforgettable scene. Few places are as beautiful as the Rialto Bridge at sunset. It's a truly special place, and we're so glad we had the chance to see it. We'll never forget the beauty and history of this iconic bridge. After having seen the Rialto Bridge and its busy marketplace, we wanted to go into the heart of Venice. We walked along winding canals and the gentle lapping of water against the gondolas creating a soothing melody. We came upon a narrow passageway called Fondamenta Orsiolo. It was as if we went inside a living postcard. The coloured buildings, the sound of gondolas gliding across the water, and the traditional clothes of the gondoliers all created a magic spectacle. We could not resist the lure of a gondola ride and went under picturesque bridges, admired the rich facades of the palaces, and glimpsed hidden courtyards. The gondolier spoke of Venice's history and culture and made this experience much more personal. In this street, a quieter stretch compared to the Grand Canal offers a more intimate view of the gondolas. Docked in clusters, they rock lazily in their moorings, their polished surfaces gleaming in the sunlight. The gondoliers, often dressed in traditional striped shirts, call out to one another or exchange pleasantries with passing tourists. Occasionally, you might hear a snippet of Italian song as one serenades passengers, their voices echoing off the ancient walls. The buildings lining the canal are a palette of soft pastels: peach, terracotta, and cream, their facades weathered by time and the salty air. Cascading flower boxes add splashes of vibrant color, while small arched bridges span the narrow canal, inviting you to cross and explore new paths. The atmosphere is peaceful, almost meditative. Boats pass by at a leisurely pace, their passengers couples, families, or lone travelers captivated by the romance of the city. This magic spot is called the Bacino or Ciolo, a small basin, really just a wide spot in the canal where dozens of boats bouncing gently in the water. Gondoliers park their here rides in the evenings and then stand around in their striped shirts, swapping war stories. The Bacino or Ciolo gondola station, located behind the Piazza San Marco, is the starting point for this ride along Minor until reaching the Grand Canal. Our next stop was at Accademia Bridge, yet another Venetian landmark. After the enjoyable gondola ride, this refined pedestrian bridge connects the district of the Accademia with the Dorso d'Oro and allows breathtaking views over the Great Canal. The Accademia Bridge was built in 1854 to replace a wooden pontoon. Sleek, modern, it stands somewhat incongruous against Venice's historical architecture. On one side, we were greeted by the imposing Carrozzonico, a magnificent 18th century palace, now home to the Museum of the 18th century. On the other side, the Church of Santa Maria della Salute, with its distinctive octagonal dome, dominated the skyline. The Grand Canal itself was a bustling spectacle, with gondolas gliding through the water and tourists admiring the city's beauty. The Accademia Bridge offered a unique perspective of Venice. It was here, with the architectural diversity of this city alive and the dynamic energy of its canals. If you enjoyed exploring Venice with me, be sure to subscribe to my channel for more travel adventures. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.